Welcome back to the ElevenLabs Agents Academy. Now, in the previous video, you've learned how to configure your very first conversational voice agent, define the system prompt, as well as find the perfect voice for your use case. Now, in the next step, we want to hook up the agent to a telephone line. Now, the easiest way to do that is through our built-in Twilio integration. However, in many scenarios, you might not be using Twilio, but rather a different provider. Most commonly, telephony providers will support SIP trunking. SIP is the session initiation protocol, and SIP trunking allows you to connect your existing telephony infrastructure directly to your ElevenLabs agents. With SIP trunking, you can connect your private branch exchange or SIP-enabled phone system to ElevenLabs Voice AI platform. You can route calls to agents without changing your existing phone infrastructure. You can handle both incoming as well as outbound calls, and you can leverage encrypted TLS transport and media encryption for enhanced security. We also do offer SIP servers with static IP addresses for enterprise clients who require IP allow listing. So if that is something you need, you can reach out to our sales team or open a support ticket and we'll help you there. Now, to set up SIP trunking, I will demonstrate this with the Twilio Elastic SIP trunks. So in order to create a new SIP trunk, you just navigate to Elastic SIP trunking within your Twilio console, and then you'll go ahead and create a new SIP trunk. I'll just call it ElevenLabs Agents and create this new SIP trunk here. Now, there's a couple things that we need to configure. For example, we want to enable secure trunking only, so it always has to be TLS encrypted. We can configure kind of call transfer. And then there's a couple things that we need to configure here, which is, first of all, to handle our inbound calls, we need to configure the origination. Now, another thing we need to have is our Twilio phone number. So here on our Twilio account, we can navigate to our phone numbers and we can look up our active phone numbers. So here, this is the phone number that I want to import into my ElevenLabs account. So within the ElevenLabs Agents platform, we can simply go ahead and go to the phone numbers tab and we can import a phone number. I mentioned we have a native integration with Twilio, but say you have a provider that isn't natively imported here. We can just say ElevenLabs Twilio SIP test and the phone number that we want to import here. So we'll just put it in the international format with the +1 enabled here. And then we'll just use the default settings. So we'll allow media encryption. We don't require it. And then we'll handle the outbound configuration later. So we'll just do that for now and say import. And so once we do that, you can see here that we get our SIP server TCP and our SIP server TLS. So this is if we require encryption, we would use this. But we can just go ahead here and for now, just configure this within Twilio. So we can add a new origination URI here. And now what's important is that we need to add our telephone identifier. So in this case, we're using this telephone number here. So this is just the example in the documentation. So we need to use an identifier, ideally kind of our phone number format here. And so that is our international phone number format here. And so now we can set this up within our Twilio configuration and we'll just put that in front of this SIP. So we'll say our phone number identifier and then add the SIP protocol here, and we'll add that in. And so now the configuration is saved. And so in the next step, what we need to do is we need to add our phone number. So we'll just add an existing phone number here, and we'll add our selected phone number. There we go. Okay, and so now this is configured. So finally, what we need to do is we need to assign an agent for our inbound calls. So we can say here, we'll use the sales outbound agent, and that is saved now. We don't have our outbound configuration set up yet. But so now, first of all, we'll go ahead and we call this number and see if we can get our agent to reply.
Hi, this is Alex from ElevenLabs. I hope I'm catching you at a good time. I'm reaching out because I noticed your interest in AI voice technology. I'd love to share how ElevenLabs can help transform your business with our cutting-edge voice AI solutions. Do you have a few minutes to chat?
Yeah, that's great. Remind me, what was your name?
I'm Alex, a sales representative from ElevenLabs. Before we dive in...
Okay, fantastic. So that is working. So now if we go into our conversations, we will be able to see here our sales outbound agent. We will be able to see kind of our transcription here. You saw, okay, remind me, what was your name? We're able to see the client data as well as the phone call information. So we'll see the caller number and the receiver number. So that was our Twilio SIP information here that we had set up. So ElevenLabs Twilio SIP test. And so the SIP trunking data here, we can see the call SID. Okay, fantastic. So in the next step, what we need to do is we need to set up our outbound calling details. And so we need some more configuration here, specifically this termination SIP URI. So we can just specify a URI here. So I'll say Thor test pstn.twilio.com. And then we also need to set up some credentials. So I've set up the Thor test credentials here already. So the way these credentials work is you will need to specify a username as well as a password. So I'll select my credentials here that I already have set up. Okay, great. So that's all set up now. And so now if we go back into our phone number configuration, we can edit the details here. And specifically what we need to edit is the outbound test details. So Thor test.pstn.twilio.com. We'll use TLS here, so secured media encryption allowed. And then we'll need our username and our password we need to set up that we defined in our credentials, and then we can update this. So let's try out the outbound call. And we want to select our sales outbound agent here. Okay, let's send off this test call.
Hi, this is Alex from ElevenLabs. I hope I'm catching you at a good time. I'm reaching out because I noticed your interest in AI voice technology. I'd love to share how ElevenLabs can help transform your business.
Yes, fantastic. And there you go. This is how we can connect our ElevenLabs agents to our existing telephony infrastructure to handle inbound as well as outbound calling. I hope this was useful. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.